Okay, so we've got our viewport active here and we've got our other viewport below, so we can toggle between those two viewports. Now, to actually deactivate those viewports, what you would do is go and click here on the model button on the status bar, and as you can see, the viewports are deactivated. If I click again on the word paper, it activates the last viewport you were in. Now, we're working on the top viewport right now, and we need to scale that to a known scale. Now, with that viewport active, if I go and look at the status bar down here, I can see that I'm using a scale of 0.072 treble 1. Not a recognised scale, I hasten to add. But the good thing is I can click there now, and it brings up a list of my metric scales. I'm going to go for 1 to 10. And that's pretty close. It's a little bit big, though, for that viewport. I might need to go a bit smaller, maybe 1 to 20. Or 1 to 16. Let's try 1 to 20. That's a little bit more recognised. Yeah, 1 to 20 works. And that also shows me the wall arrangements around that particular window. And notice, look, when I highlight there, can you see I'm highlighting in the model in that viewport? You can see the highlighting appear in the viewport below as well. So that's set at 1 to 20. Let's toggle down to the other viewport here. That's running at 0.092976. Let's go for 1 to 10. And that is absolutely perfect. So we've got a 1 to 20 there, and you'll see it showing that now on the status bar. And we've got a 1 to 10 there, and again showing that on the status bar. Now, how does that work? Well, viewport scaling, if I'm in the 1 to 20, 1 unit in this viewport here is actually giving me the equivalent of 20 units in the model. Basically what we're doing, we're shrinking our model, our design, to fit into that viewport. And the same with this one. It's currently at 1 to 10 there. So 1 unit here in this viewport is giving me 10 units here in the model space. Because there's no way I'm going to get that full size building or house or Olympic stadium onto, let's say, a small sheet of paper. It's not going to happen, which is why you use these viewports and which is why you scale them. So make sure before you close and save your drawing, you click on the model button here and you make sure that says paper, because those viewports need to be deactivated. Let me show you why with the top viewport here. I'll just double click inside it to activate it. It's currently at 1 to 20. If I now zoom in and out, that scale is completely out of whack. It's not correct, it's not recognized, so I have to set it back to 1 to 20, like so. That one there, the same thing. If I zoom in and out, it's now the wrong scale. So I need to set that back to 1 to 10. Now there's a little trick. Make sure you deactivate the viewport, and then if you select your viewport, like so, by clicking over it, using the left-hand mouse button, right-click and go to Display Locked and say Yes. That viewport is now locked. Do the same with this viewport. Click on it, right-click, and on the shortcut menu there, Display Locked and say Yes. So you've locked both those viewports. So even if you double-click on them now and zoom in and out, you'll notice you're not affecting the scale. You're zooming in and out of the actual sheet in the Layout tab there. Clever stuff, huh? Because it's locked. So I can now just click on the model there, take that back to paper. Same with this one, double click. If I zoom in and out, it doesn't actually affect the model part of the viewport anymore. It's quite a good trick. And also a double click on the wheel of your mouse will do what they call a zoom extent, bringing the sheet to the full extent of the drawing area in AutoCAD. So that's your viewport scaling to get your drawing and your design in your layout tabs to a recognized viewport scale.